Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Welcome to another episode, Grow for Show. Little half-quarter hangout today.
Yeah.
Chat a little bit about gardens. A garden.
I got two.
Yeah.
There's multiple.
Mine's in waiting mode right now, just drying up my finished crop and gonna clean everything out and transplant and move in.
Later in the episode, I'm going to ask you what's the easiest way you clean out your tent? Everyone's got to look a little trick or not, but we'll get back to that.
Yeah, for sure. So, how you doing this week?
Tired.
I was gonna say busy.
Tired. Yeah.
Welcome back.
People without kids, they're tiring. If no one told you, well, 3 kids is a lot. Love them to death, but
3 kids under the age of
3.
Yeah,
I'm infertile, people. Just
no time in between.
I'm done.
No waiting. Yeah,
your 6-week waiting period's up. Bam, done.
Yeah. Cheers, Mertz. Cheers, G-Bag Genetics.
Cheers,
Cheers,
everybody. Oh, G-Bag made it. Yes.
Thanks for stopping by. Made it. He said. I love it too. Thanks for stopping in. Great to have you guys.
I gotta open the chat here. Jesus.
Just gonna do a little hangout today, a little garden update. Perp, what's up, brother?
Love you, Purple.
Welcome. Little garden update. Smoke some goodies. Talk a little bit about what Schwoob's gonna be working on here in his garden over the next little while. He's gonna show us his garden. I got nothing to show this week. It's all drying. I guess I can show you what some dried wheat looks like. Woo. That's fun too.
Some of us don't know what that looks like.
Yeah, I guess.
Still drying. It's Croptober.
Yeah. If anybody ever wants to jump on, I'll throw the chat in, the link in, and it's always fun to have people come hang out with us too. So I will post that. Password is G4S. Oh, I had to load. You're logged in the Grow 4 show. You should post that and then you can pin it. Or you might be able to pin mine.
Let's just do this.
Try to pin my message, see if you can do that.
Boom. I'm texting. I got this. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, glad to have everyone stopping in. Glad to have Schwoob back.
He's on his little blunt break.
Afternoon blunt break. I'm gonna hit a dabula here. I'm waiting for 2 minutes. 2-minute warning, Perp. Get your shit together, brother.
What are you dabbing on?
Me, I have some comatose. I have no idea where it's from. Just know it's called comatose.
The hospital.
My buddy gave me a little chunk of shatter. It's shatter.
Oh, nice.
Just have a little piece left. Decent. Taste really nice.
Always good.
Tastes cushy. So it's got to be something mixed with a kush of some sort.
I've heard the strain comatose. It's never smoked it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think who actually produced it. I want to say it's BC Depot, but
yeah, I'm not sure. Really not sure.
Yeah, it is what it is. I just popped on some Dark Hollow. Forgive my airheadiness.
Awesome. Yeah, you got some new seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Some seeds that popped. I don't know if we've been updated on here or not, because I think we had a couple of weeks in between. So what came through?
Everything except for so long story short, I thought it didn't make a shredder. I thought it for some reason was high, put it in the wrong bucket and tossed it. I actually did pop, so I have 2 shredders going now. But all in all, there's a
whoa, that was loud. It's
cheers.
10 after everybody. So cheers.
G-Bay, you're always welcome.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah. But yeah, so I got 2 double dose, 2 Arise, an Orange Gasm, strawberry Strawberries, 2 shredders.
2 shredders.
2.
One
Goes.
One known shredder, one surprise shredder.
There's also, I popped a bunch of the stuff I'm working on for Operation Grow, the breeding project. 5 of the AK-39 crosses, the Storm Shadow, and 5 of the Storm Shadow F2s. Everything's came through. I did lose one of the AKs and one of the Storm Shadow. The Storm Shadow just like first at least came up and went wrong card, died. So okay, that one's not going to make it. No loss. The AK, it germinated, got about maybe a quarter inch out of the soil and just stopped with the shell on. And seeing as this breeding project, I don't want to keep anything that's kind of weak around. So if it a stupid reason like that holds it up, it's gone. I'm not going to try and save it. I could have opened up the cap and maybe got it, but it is what it is. I know perp. I'm jealous. I've seen it.
He says he's got a shredder going right now. Oh, yeah. You got to send me a couple of those F2s so I can try them.
Will do, man. Will do. I actually got to shuck some CBD hash plant across to Storm Shadow tonight.
Nice.
Yeah. Try to make a nice little 2-to-1 ratio for me.
You like the CBD, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. That helps my back. Throwing steel for 15 years. Does it work on you?
Yeah. I don't dislike it. I guess I'm just so used to smoking high THC weed. That's what I go for.
I've had some of the lower THC, high CBD strains knock me on my ass. I will say that. It's for me, it's a leather terpene ratio, just that entourage effect. Cheers for playing.
That's definitely something I go for. I mean, if you told me something was really high in THC, but taste didn't have a flavor profile, I wouldn't. I mean, I would smoke it, and I'd probably get that empty high that I get.
Yeah, it's like I know I'm buzzed, but I'm not.
Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah. No, it's one of the best weeds I've ever smoked. It was I hate to say it, an LP weed, by Broken Coast, Godbud. It was solid purple, 14% THC, killer every time. It had a flavor to it that was like lavender, but a little bit not spicy, but like muted. So
okay, yeah,
like a little tangy. It was good. It was good. Cheers, Dassy Mama. Yeah, all in all, it's going pretty good for the breeding project so far. They're only the first set of leaves.
Yeah.
First node.
Yep.
I will be up putting them in the next day or two. I have to finish shucking the seeds to get the spot open to clean that section and do a transplant.
Awesome. Yeah, no, so I took 2 clones of all the plants that I had, of all the genetics that I had, just to make sure, I get one of the roots.
Yeah.
And I cut all the shit down, and I think I'm just gonna flower them out like I did last time. Just throw those old ugly moms in there, give them a week under a trellis net. Yeah, just trying to get rid of stuff. Basically, it's because I've never flowered them before anyway. Otherwise, I would try to monocrop something. So I want to get them all in there and see what they look like. Well, not all of them. Some of them I flowered before. I haven't done any of the those watermelon Skittles, black cherry, something I have, or a couple different crosses.
Anything black cherry catches my attention.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a flavor profile. It just hits me for our childhood nostalgia.
And I've been smoking this, these I got 2 freebies, a fem of Mac 1 crossed with runts. And I grew that out, but the seed that I bought that I got those for free was the Zelda runts. I haven't even flowered that out yet.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to flower this run and see what that looks like as well.
I have high hopes because it's Zelda, but
I've never, it's from Triforce OG. That's and runts, obviously. Yeah, excited. Cheers, Thunder Dan. Thanks for stopping by.
Thunder Dan, what an epic name. I love it.
That is awesome.
4 plants. Let us know if you've popped any of those seeds I sent you there. See how that's going for you. I'm suspecting I'm a couple weeks ahead of you, which would be nice to keep ahead, but curious to see what you can do with them.
That's cool.
Yeah. Helping
so how's work been going?
Oh, busy.
Busy.
I took a little time off for the kid being born and came back to just go.
I was gonna say, were you working the whole time? I hope not. Oh, that's good that you got a little bit of time.
Well, I was off work. I would stop in, do my little board for to see what needs to go on, and then kind of delegate what the job's going for that week and go home.
Yeah.
And I came back to have to, I hate to say it, re-weld a bunch of pipe, and it was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the break.
Yeah. Sometimes a break brings you back to more work.
Well, yeah. Well, At the same time, Nikki wasn't a break. I was driving the wife back and forth the entire time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
long story short, people, my kid was in the NICU for 7 days doing an IV treatment. He's fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everything's good.
It's
awesome.
just a poop machine.
I think they all are at that size, man.
Yeah. It's again, if you don't have kids and you're squeamish, avoid kids.
Yeah. I can't imagine. You got one that's 3.
I got a 3, a 21-month-old, and a 2-week-old.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
We all slept in the same bed last night because everyone woke up at the same time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of fun though. I mean, that's the joys of a small young family. Come on, enjoy it, man. One day you're gonna look back at these.
I do enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. But they like to cuddle the wife more than me, so I have no blankets. I'm just freezing inside of the bed. I'm like, come on, guys, come on.
I'm freezing. Yeah. Go into one of the kids' beds. Just say like, peace.
I've done that. Ellie still sleeps in a crib. She's just, it's a little awkward then. And Hunter sleeps in a race car.
Couch.
And actually, last weekend I slept in the race car, and my neck was.
Yeah.
It looked like that plant. Just.
That's great.
Speaking of which, that plant that touched the light is actually the biggest bud on right now.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, for some reason it kind of foxtailed a little bit early, but then just
filled in.
Oh yeah.
Well, it looks like CPFT.
Oh yeah. It's actually the closest to the light itself, so.
That's awesome.
Just been keeping an eye on that blue raspberry truffle. The last run for this one, and I'll let that cut go.
It's funny. Oh, Perp talk, kinky talking shit.
Doesn't he have someone to go catfish?
What's that?
I said, doesn't he have someone to go catfish?
Oh, I'm not sure. Probably.
Oh, he definitely does. Definitely does. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, Perp is old. He's an old man.
Perp's not old.
No, I know. I'm just saying that because he's like a month older than me or something. So I give him a hard time.
I know, G-Bay. That's why we have dogs.
Yeah.
It's like no blankie for Schwoob. Yeah, no.
No.
All the dog upstairs. Come on.
It's pretty funny. So we got like I said, everything's drying in my tent. Tomorrow or today I'm gonna finish trimming up, or at least buck it off and put it into something, and so it can't dry out anymore. Get it into a container of some sort. And then tomorrow I'll clean everything and transplant and get it in there. But I'm gonna unfortunately have to do my whole pre-veg right there. Just do it all in the flowering tent. And then
nice. It happens. Yeah. So when you go to disinfect a room, how do you go about it?
I usually just wipe everything with a bleach water solution.
Yeah. GMF was suggesting there, take a little bit of bleach and water in a humidifier and just turn the vents off and let the bleach kind of humidify the whole room. Yeah. And it just dissipates. Turn the vents on.
That's a great idea.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's ingenious.
It goes everywhere.
Yeah. Just spray it.
I could find myself doing that and then going in after with a cloth and wiping down.
Oh yeah, by all means. But for initial breakdown clean overnight, perfect.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
I heard that in the light bulb.
Maybe why not even turn the exhaust fan on for a minute? Let that go through there.
Yeah.
Then just keep it running till it dries out.
Cheers, Dave. Cheers, Kinky.
Thanks for stopping by, guys. Welcome to the Grow Po Show. What's everyone smoking on?
Like I said, just some Dark Hollow. I got some Scarlet Begonias.
Speaking of smoking on, 1 minute warning. Yeah. 1 minute warning. Oh, never mind. Cheers.
It's now. The time is nigh.
Cheers. You know what? I'll even do another little one of these. Sorry, Schwoob.
No worries. No worries. I was here for the show. That's why we're kind of late.
Yeah. Pre-medicate.
But yeah, so with the breeding project right now, I'm going through the part where I'm selecting a couple ones that look like the AK mother and a couple that look like the structure of the male storm shadow, and I'll kill the rest If they're not mean kind of my ideal stage right now, I'll probably let a couple more go 2 or 3 weeks, not much longer. And yeah, just to conserve space because I have 21 gallon pots going into that 5x5. So it's gonna be full for a little bit.
21.
20. The extra space is for my foot to move around.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'll probably just keep them veg in that little section there. And as the 5x5 clears out, I'll start cycling them through.
I'm gonna flower out 9 3-gallons in my next run.
Nice. I've done the 3 gallon, I've done 5 gallons, I've done the 3.3 gallon auto pots and the 1 gallons. And I will say I didn't notice too drastic of an increase in yield from a 5 gallon to a 1 gallon, but that's because I let my 5 gallon grow way too big in the tent. Lesson learned.
So me, I'm just doing it because I usually do 3 or 6 of these, or 4 before that.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to veg as long.
Yep.
And I also in cocoa, I find that 3 gallon, I'm drying out too fast.
Yeah.
So I'm figuring if I don't veg as long, I'll have smaller plants. Hopefully I'll get a day out of the feed instead of like.
Yeah, really. It's so what, you're in cocoa or are you doing
cocoa?
Okay. You're watering every other day or every day?
Every day. In flower, I gotta water twice a day.
Yeah, it's
crazy. I can't do that. I'm hand watering. I need to get back to a method of when I was doing 5 gallon pots, it was once a day, no problem.
Yep.
So I figure if I do 3 gallon and just do a little bit smaller plant, I'll get the same effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Plus, I should be able to do a little faster turnover. And now I have the plant count. I can do that. I'm not worried about it. I never used to be able to do that. I had to do 4 plants, so do 4 or 5 gallons.
Now you stagger them a little bit and just keep the second.
Yeah.
It's great, but the constant trimming is just a pain in the arse.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Cheers, Aldi.
Cheers, Aldi. Thanks for stopping by, bud.
I seen you, buddy. But yeah, it's should be interesting. So far I've noticed when I put the stakes in the auto pot system there, the blue raspberry truffle, the dark hollow, as well as the scarlet begonias took a little roughly, kind of jab the roots.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not too aggressive. The plant,
what
the
week
buds
were you
themselves,
on? 5? Yeah.
week 5, 6ish going on there.
Yeah.
My earliest harvest date on the calendar was November 15th. That's what it says.
Okay.
So that'll should be
it's probably week 9, maybe. And
week 9 for Scarlet Begonias, I think it'll be.
Yeah.
And that's the one that looks the furthest ahead.
Yeah.
We'll see when I go down there.
Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't seen them in 2 weeks.
Oh.
Kind of cool.
I guess that's true. It was just before they started bulking.
Yeah, it was right before you had the baby, like the day before show.
Yeah.
It was on a Monday, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Monday at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
3:20,
so then
on the 20.
Yeah. So then we didn't have that Tuesday. And then the next Tuesday, it was the one I did a half show.
Okay.
And then here we are now.
Okay. Well, here, let's switch over here and go pop.
Yeah, we'll go check it out. Make sure you try to leave this one open too, so I can spotlight you. Because if there's only one, if you can do that, because if there's only one screen open, it doesn't let me spotlight.
I'm gonna try something here. Again, getting tech savvy.
Okay, I am admitting you.
And I am going to.
Yep, that worked. You can just mute this one, yeah, and then when you go out there, you can unmute the other one. Yeah. Fabulous. Glad the neighborhood stopped in today. All my brothers, sisters. Gonna take a look at Schwoob's garden here. He is going to bring us in. He's got 6 flowering right now.
Yep.
And I think we're looking at 5 different.
Yep, that's correct. I got 2 golden goats.
That's right. I try to keep up. And the 2 golden goats, everything's in everything is in auto pots, and one side of its system has auto pots with air domes. The other side has no air domes, and the 2 golden goats are kind of like the.
Oh,
Let's
I
see
that filter.
how they go. There's one on either side.
Suspense.
The suspense, yeah. There we go. Woo.
Perfect. So here we got
Oh,
the
yeah.
golden goat.
Sorry, let me pin you. Spotlight.
Size reference.
Okay, there we go.
Scarlet Begonias is actually leaning right beside it.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Yeah, stay there. Go back to the golden goat for a minute because you're just on full screen now.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, there we go.
So this one always comes out smelling and tasting like Pledge. That piney lemony, it good baking. I would say it's, as I've had it tested before, the lowest has been 27, the highest has been 28.5.
Nice. Yeah, that's exciting.
To be honest, I actually don't know as much of a difference so far. So I'll be curious to see how the structure just continues to develop.
Yeah, between the air dome and not air dome.
Yep. So like side by side, you can barely tell a difference.
Yep.
And then we have the Scarlet Begonias. This should be done relatively shortly.
Yeah, it's getting heavier already.
Yeah. And then the Dark Hollow, like I said. The one
Oh yeah, you know what happened is it bumped the light and it kind of mimicked like cutting the top of that bud and it made it like, yeah, I've seen that before. Got really
it's almost like a, was it bud back building?
Yeah. Kind of mimicked it a little bit. That's beautiful though.
Blue raspberry truffle.
Okay.
This one, probably the longest one I'll have going. But yeah, after I'm done growing this one out, she's gone. And this is what I meant by not react to the poking of the stakes too well. Everywhere there's a stake, there's a few leaves going up.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice. It looks like I got a little damage from some of the stake.
Yeah, it's been going fairly good so far.
Fuck yeah.
Easy ridings.
Can't wait to see it finish up.
Oh yeah.
It's exciting. Yeah, week 5, week 6, somewhere around
week
there.
5 going to week 6, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
The golden goat would probably go till first week of December. The Dark Hollow will probably go second week. Scarlet Begonias will be going November 15th-ish. Okay. And the blue raspberry truffle is kind of an up in the air thing. Same as Space Force. I've grown them up before, but I want to go a little bit longer.
Yep.
We'll see how that goes.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's how I feel about that Liberation OG. I feel really sad that I had to take it down so early. I mean, doesn't even do it justice. I'm not even counting this as a tester. We'll see. I'm going to grow it again this next run. So we'll see how it does this run.
I was debating
not that it's bad, just that I think it could be really better. Didn't get to the point where it swelled or anything, you know, like I didn't even get to, it still had so much white hair. I was so disappointed when I had to cut it down. It was cut it down or get nothing or end up losing a whole bunch. And it was a small run, this run, so I just wanted to finish it up. But I'm super happy with that map runs. It's made me want to grow it again, even though I hated the structure of it. And I said that when it was growing, I was like, it has to be something really good or I'm not growing this thing again. Oh, I'm growing it again. Oh, I'm growing it again. All right. I'm going to see if I can do some things with that structure. Yeah. It had a really bad stretch and big internodal spacing, but it finished fast too, though.
With the big internal spacing, have you tried what Light Addict does, where he actually, as it starts to produce a new node, force the leaf open gently.
Nope.
Try that. It works. Like I was really shocked.
Stunts it a little bit.
It doesn't stun it. It makes it. It forces it to start making the next node right away. So it'll stop growing, spacing it apart, and just focus on the next one.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So yeah, you can make them stack really, really well.
I've heard about a little extra silica during the first few weeks of flower can also help. And obviously, I understand about getting the light low, and we've all used that, but it only does so much, right?
Well, I kind of shot myself in the foot this time with the canopy because the golden goats are like 3 feet tall and dark hollows maxing out. Well, you saw it. I
remember that you came into the whoop. Oh, that's great. That makes me laugh. Yeah. So, what's your plans going forward now? I know you got some new things working on, and
so I'm working on the breeding project. I'm going to find my keepers in that round. I'm going to take cuttings of those and fire them out to see what they look like and smoke like, and if I like the way they continue on, and I'll do another round of probably another 10 seeds of each, and do that probably 5 times. And after I pop 50 seeds, I'll have my so many keepers, and I'll choose the best of the batch and hit it with some pollen again.
What are you looking for in keepers? Are you just growing it and smoking it and just finding like which one do I like the best?
My AK39 plant, I love the way the coloration was and the way it tasted, but the bud structure was lacking. It never really put on weight. It was potent, but flavorful, gas and earth. It was just my combo, but it did not have any weight to it. You get the one nice cola, and everything would be like little tiny buds. Come on, yeah. And Storm Shadow, just everything on it was fat, just donkey dicks everywhere.
Yeah,
I was very, very happy with that. So like, if I can get that to go into this, but even if it gets the coloration of Storm Shadow and it keeps the gas from the 8K and like that, just the heavy resin coated trichome covered buds, I'll be happy.
Now, isn't that a trait of a lot of Jeff's weed? Is fat and
yes. And
now, what's he using? Is it a Rise or?
It's an Arise.
Do you have any of that?
I have an Arise growing right now, but I haven't seen it firsthand. So
that's what we need to get. That you need to get some of that pollen, and then you can hit your.
Oh, I got 2 of the seeds going. Hopefully, I get a male and a female.
Yeah,
but if it's a keeper male, who knows?
Yeah, maybe hit your AK with that. That might help.
Yeah. So I'm hoping I can get the better bud structure, as well as possibly, if it goes more the Storm Shadow way, reduce the stretch, because the AK plant does not stretch for anything. When you go from 12 to 12, I think it gains 4 inches. It's like, okay, perfect. It likes to stay squatty. It's great at taking nutrient uptake. So like I've forced the high ppms, and it doesn't show any nails being done whatsoever.
That's good.
Yeah. It's one of those plants. It's one of the first ones I grew too. It's got that.
And you're growing this in cocoa in autopots, or have you done it different ways as well?
I've done it in the ProMix HP. I've done it in soil. I've done it in cocoa.
You like ProMix?
I loved it to begin with, but then I also hated fungus gnats. So yeah, it's not.
I like ProMix. I don't have anything.
It works well. If you're doing like the was it ProMix HP or was it BX, and you cut it with something, it works great as like a filler.
Yeah, I did it for a long time. So
yeah, first 5 grows I think was just ProMix.
Yeah, cocoa was an experiment for me, and the growth was so vigorous. I literally just stuck with it after 1 grow. It was that fast.
That's it.
Boom.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, you too, eh?
What brand of cocoa do you use? Or do you not care what brand?
I used Mo Cocoa for a long time. And now for the past year, maybe a year, maybe a little bit longer, a little bit less, I've been using my local shop's house brand. It's just a clear or a plain white bag. They get it from some distributor. It's very consistently the same all the time.
Nice.
I love the texture of it, and there's nothing mixed in it. Yeah.
I've used the can of cocoa, not the brick stuff. Operation Grow season 3. I think we started using it was the Canna stuff, the cocoa.
Yeah, I used that one time. Yeah.
It was good. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind the product, but the local store has a better in-house product that
you use an in-house one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And I only pay like, I think it's like $15 for a bag.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap.
Guy gives me a good price on it. Yeah.
Like a bag of cocoa from Canada is $50.
I think, yeah, it's $38 or something like that here. Something stupid. I was like, no.
$49 up here, man.
That's what made me want to grab the house brand the first time. He's like, try it. Trust me. He's like, a lot of my commercial growers take this. So I just took it. And I love it. I love it.
Next time you go back, I'll take it all.
And it comes in a more compressed bag where the Canna is in like a fluffy bag. His is in like a little bit compressed. It's still a little airy.
I don't want to be buying air.
Separate it. Doesn't take much to separate it. You just fucking. Yeah, no, I like it.
What's the other one I've tried? I think it's Mother Voodoo, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I've never tried that.
Not bad. It did, however, not be. It wasn't broken up all the way. The bottom of the bag was like good chunk husk. So, okay.
No thanks.
Can't use this.
No, I've only used Canna and Mo Coco. Yeah.
Okay. I've heard of Mo Coco. I haven't seen them in the store though. So
it's pretty good. Big bright blue bag.
I always have a fear because I've seen before Canada's been nailed with people who grew in their cocoa with heavy metals in their plants, and that's the only thing that contributed was the can of cocoa. So it's
hard to speculate on that, but I don't know. I like this house one. I've been using it for a while and I have great results. It's clean when I get it. Put my plant right in it, no problem.
Oh yeah.
I don't mix perlite anymore. I stopped using everything, just cocoa. Trying to make life easy.
I like the perlite, man. I also got a big bag of
it. I hate breathing it in.
Yeah. I'm used to a respirator at work, so no problem for me.
Yeah, no, it's just one extra step. I'm trying to make everything as simple as possible. I want to have a real simple setup, something easy for people to follow. I don't want it to be intimidating, least amount of steps. That's why I spent the last couple of years trying so many different nutrient lines. I was just buying the small little starter kits of everything and testing them all.
Yep.
I'm really happy with. I've found that using a dry synthetic nutrient with like a 1 or a 2 or a 4 part, depending on how they are, like an A and a B, usually for veg, and an A and a B for. So it's so simple, so consistent.
Nice.
And I want to make it easy, replicatable for people.
Cheers,
GMF. Oh, that was awesome.
But yeah, so yeah,
it's the same thing. Shout out to GMF.
I said hello, people.
Yeah, that was great.
But yeah, so I've been just trying that. What IPP? I've done the new Millennium, which I did love the product, but the cost is just. I don't want to talk about it. It's upsetting. Green Planet, I'm really enjoying. A little bit of bottles to it, but it's not bad. Cheers, Lori. And
cheers, Lori.
What? So IPP, New Millennium, Floraflex, not Floraflex. Sorry, General Hydroponics. Yeah.
I'm using Floraflex right now with General Hydroponics CalMag. It's funny that you said the two of them together. I like General Hydroponics CalMag because it's a 100.
See, I like a 200.
I want, but Floraflex doesn't need any more.
Yeah,
we just need the calcium, magnesium. It doesn't need. You want to add I think I do 200 or 300 ppms depending where I'm at of CalMag before I start.
What kind of water do you use? Filtered water, tap water?
Tap water, but my tap water is 23 ppm out of the tap.
Fuck off.
Super low, and we use chlorine in our water, not chloramine. So I just leave it out for 24 hours and bubble it and use it. Yeah, it's really good. I understand the using RO would be really nice to have for my flushing process, but 23 ppms, come on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
argue with it.
I think the last time I checked my ppm with tap water was 112. I was like, yeah, it's not overly bad, but at the same time,
Not bad. You could probably just filter that and use it though.
I get bottles, bring it in. It's we have
Oh,
chloramine. You can't, I'm not gonna use that.
Oh,
Yeah.
shitty.
Yeah.
That's hard.
I got all excited and I looked it up to it. I was like, no, guys.
Yeah.
Literally the year
Chlorine or
before I started
water.
growing it, they switched it.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like they know.
Yeah. I just looked it up. Well, I haven't looked it up this year, but maybe they switch it, I guess. I should look it up too.
Yeah, I
I
would
looked it
check
up.
it
It was
yearly.
last year that I looked. Yeah.
It could be worse. I mean, like it's for me for the autopot system, it's 2 of those big 5-gallon jugs. That's a week.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Thursday, fill it up, add the newts, turn it on. There you go. It runs out by about Tuesday, like at my dry period. We're perfect.
It's not bad.
Well, I was always surprised at how much moisture those autopots hold.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
like
for sure. Like, I mean, it's wicking that water up. It's always wet. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, it seems like it's dry. Put your finger in, it's just like squish. Ooh.
Yeah, that's kind of worried me about them. Was I really enjoy the dryback period.
So me and San Remo actually talked about this, and for the extra, I think it's like 20 cents a little control valve. Just put it on every autopot itself, just to have your dry period controlled.
Because you can get a control valve for them now.
You always could. It's just their bleeder
Okay.
valve. Yeah, but it's just a matter of they don't. We both think it should be sold with the system. Each pot should come with it, whereas they think you should have an exit one. That's it, or an exit and a for your reservoir one, so you control the flow that way, as well as we want to bleed it for once a week to make sure there's no sediment buildup.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, just
that would help.
For my grow was an extra $1.20. Okay, hooked them all up. There you go.
I guess you could also time. You could time how much your plants are going to drink by how much you fill your reservoir, and only put enough in so that your reservoir dries out every 24 hours, and then just show up 2 hours or 3 hours after that and make sure, or whatever time you need for it to get the dry back. Come back, fill your res again, let it actually empty. That might even be but then you're down there filling every day, and that's what you're trying to avoid, right?
Yeah, so, I'm going against that. I want to get another autopod system for the other tank just to make it lazy.
Yeah. You should try something on a timer with sprayers just for the hell of it, because you might change your mind completely.
It's sometimes going to change my mind. It's the extra hydro needed because an autopod's gravity fed. There's no extra power for that thing.
Yeah, okay.
To me, that's the biggest selling point.
But I mean, it's like 1 minute of squirting.
Exactly. It's no different than it can't be any worse than an air stone going on the entire time. Like,
yeah, it's no, that's way more energy.
Exactly.
I'm talking like literally turns on me for a minute and then turn off.
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to actually be running would be the timer that you have plugged in. So, and that's
$10 a year.
Nothing, yeah. Nothing. Yeah, that's
weird. I got a new update from my computer, and just like this email just popped up the side there. Never happened before.
I've never smoked any weed of a autopot system, and I only know one other person that used them, and I know they've stopped, and that's the reason why. So they just could. One of the reasons why, I think.
I know a few people that use them, like locally and stuff, as well as obviously the Operation Grow crew. But out of the entire group, there was 4 of us using them. I think I'm the only one that still uses it. So maybe Pete does. I'm not too sure. He'll correct me if I'm wrong.
I guess it's kind of what you get used to, too. You know what I mean? And what suits your grow style.
Yep.
And that's you can adapt it to do what you want. If you're having good results with it, then there's nothing to worry about.
I will say there are some nutrients that just don't work well with it. IPP does not work well with an autopod system. It's got this one product called a Black Storm. It's pretty. I call it squid ink because it dyes everything it touches black. It also clogs up every line you have. So if you do use something like that, keep a can of compressed air and just blow your lines out once a week.
Yeah.
Yep.
So right now you're using Green Planet. They literally have an autopot design system.
Yes. It's the 2-part dual feed. It comes with their Thrive, their resin, and their Vita Thrive. I think that's correct. Yeah, I think that's correct. I'm also added the silica add-on for it, as well as is it humic acid? No, fulvic acid.
Fulvic.
And I've also added the canna enzymes just to kind of eat the bad roots as they kind of develop there.
Yep.
So I also reuse my cocoa, so there is the odd bad batch of roots still left in it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's been.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try reusing my cocoa this time. If I can. It's hard for me to clean it out.
I'm going to tell you the simplest way I do it. I get a big tote, put my leftover cocoa in there, put some cannazyme in there, let it sit for a couple weeks. It breaks on itself.
Okay.
And within 2 weeks, it's broken down enough to use. You still have like the kind of the roots in it, but it's just enough that it won't get in the way. And then it's plant food.
Yeah, no doubt. I might try it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's good, cost effective.
Yeah, for sure.
I lose my cocoa the most by doing cuttings just from the initial cup. If they don't make it, or if I don't like the way it ended up growing, I toss them. So those red solo cup at a time. That's how I lose my cocoa.
I don't use a ton of cocoa anyway. I only use like a bag or two, depending on how many plants I'm growing per grow.
You just got your license, your upgrade. Wait for that kick in.
Yeah.
Get through a lot of cocoa.
I need more space to really take advantage of that. So right now I'm just going to be using a higher plant count in my space to take advantage of time and go as fast as possible that way.
Are you going to try a sea green?
We'll see how much, if I can get a mother big enough to get that many of one clone so that I can try to do that. I'd like to try.
Nice.
My veg space is kind of small, so we'll see.
What's the footage of that?
2x4.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Plenty to work with.
Yeah, I got a second level in it too, though, that I like. So once I take my cuttings, I put it down to the lower level, and it's enough for clones, which is nice. So it doesn't take any space there. But then once they grow, they need to go up.
Is it a Vivo Sun tent?
It's no, I don't remember what it is.
Because I got the Vivo Sun that's the dual compartment like that.
Oh no, I put my own shelf in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I use like the little combo tent where I have the veg side, the propagation side, I should say, or my cuttings on the bottom and my seedlings are on top, or my little 1 gallons, and they get transferred to the bigger side, which is the veg side, and then you go in the flower tent.
Oh, cool.
It keeps cycling through.
Yeah, mine's just a 1 2x4, and I put a stainless steel shelf in there, and I just put the shelf a little over halfway down. I use it for solo cups and little mums on top, and then cuttings below.
How many? Honest question: how many times you dropped a plant off that's in a solo cup off that shelf?
Lots.
So same here. I did it last night. I dropped the one around. I was like, no.
They dry up. When they dry up, they fall over real easy. They're not very heavy. Sometimes they're really top heavy because I get them,
I've seen
2.5 feet out of a solo cup. Yeah, it's fantastic. Nothing wrong with that. It's just waste. It's just time. So yeah. By next week, I should have this cleaned out and something in there, or decided if I chuck those, and I'm waiting for my clones that I started to put those in there. I don't know. I'll see what I do. Because it would be nice to start with something smaller and finally use it the way I keep using something that's overgrown and smushing it down, fit in there, and flowering it out.
Grow something to fit the needs rather than try and make something that's way too big to work. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine too, but it's usually like something you do when there was no other choice, or you were just fuck it, I'm gonna do this one. But no, I've been doing it over and over again, so I need to get a nice one.
There's a pattern here.
Yeah, lazy. It's called lazy.
Hey, I'm the one with the autopilot system. Okay. You waste hand water. I don't even bother with that.
Yeah, it's time consuming.
Oh yeah. Like at least even when I hand water, I have a pump hooked to a watering wand. I just give her shit.
Go up and
yeah.
I use a hand pump. Pump that up and sprayer because I like to saturate slowly like that.
Yeah. I'll usually soak it a little bit first, come back 15 minutes later, and just douse it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother dumping it all the first shot.
Yeah, it'll run through too fast.
Well, not just that. I find the roots aren't awake yet. that first blast is his way through it. So I'm like, hey, guess what? I can drink now. And then they start sucking.
Yeah, and give them a little feed after. I actually can't wait to get something back in there. I went and picked up everything I need to go for this round, and just gotta wait for the right plants and clean it out.
You going with the Floraflex newts again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Like them a lot.
So wasn't sure you're gonna go that or back to crop salts.
No, the Floraflex is easier for me to get here, and I had great results with it. So crop salt, I had to keep ordering from the States and pay stupid shipping on it. Floraflex, I can get it from my local garden store.
I wouldn't mind trying a dry powder nutrient coming up here. The Veg Plus Bloom looks pretty interesting, and so does the Dakin 420, but who knows?
You should try the Floraflex. It's probably easy to get around here too, because they're all over Canada now. So.
Oh yeah. I always see their stuff when I walk into North Farmer.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
it's not expensive either. That's the other good thing.
It's well priced. I'll say that.
It is well priced, and you don't use a ton of it. And I have some little top secret feed chart.
Oh yeah.
Right. I can send it to you, and it just uses because their new feed. They're using a no CalMag feed, and all of their feed is like a way higher dosage, and you feed more often with more runoff to compensate of the higher feeds, which you don't need. You're using a lot of product.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get down to. Plus, they have a new product called Full Tilt or whatever. The recipe that I have is from pre all that stuff, and it just uses a little CalMag to supplement and a whole lot less of the Veg Bloom, and it works really well.
I think I've seen this list before.
Yeah, I might have sent it to you a picture.
I think you did.
I think I did. Yeah, if not, I'll give it to you again. I snapped it. Screenshot that. It's a good feed chart. Once I feel real comfortable with it, I'd be happy to share it with people, no problem. And tell you where I got it, because I'm not taking credit for it or anything. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, it says it right on it.
Yeah, it's not mine, but it works. And I know a couple of decent growers who used it for a long time. Yeah.
Not me. Not me.
No. Funny. What time is it? I didn't even look at the time.
We got 7 minutes.
Yep, we got 7 minutes. There we go. All right. What else we got to chat about today?
Here's a question. Are you into glassware?
Like bongs and stuff?
Yes, like bongs.
Like bongs and stuff. Yeah, I got a few.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you have a particularly looking for a gravity hookah?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm there's a few I've seen that I like, but there's one that I really like that I can't spend the money on. Everyone's seen that one, the stunning glass one.
Oh yeah, nice.
$600. Like, no, can't do it.
No, I've never even used one like that. I don't smoke hookahs really, so.
Well, I used to smoke the buckets. I'm not sure if you're aware what a bucket is.
Mm-hmm.
Most people do.
No.
But yeah, so it's the same concept. Just water gravity bong.
Yeah, well, nice then.
Yeah. My thing is this apparently the Sun Glass has a vaporizer attacher so you can take dabs off it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And is it like put water in it and flip it and it shoots you out? Okay. Yeah, that would be
it's got like a dry herb attachment and the wax attachment and the shatter.
Really?
It's like an e-nail. Really so you put it on top, you don't got a heat, you just turn it on and you're set. It's like, oh, you guys are hurting me here.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
So that's a showpiece right there.
Yeah. $600. So yeah, I guess
well, it's like 400 American.
It's not a horrible price. Yeah.
It's not overly bad. I paid
200 and something bucks for my just regular email.
Hey, look at the Volcano, man. The vaporizer is $700 here.
Yeah.
And they're barely in stock. Like it's people
buy them. All kinds of my friends have them. I don't have one, but
I've used them. I do like them. I just, again, that's the cost thing that I can't do it.
Yeah. No, I bought, and I don't have it anymore, but actually Ship has one now, the air riser.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. They have Extreme Q, is that what it's called? They're like tabletop vape. It's nice. It's got speeds and temperature adjustments, and yeah, it's decent. It's got, you can do it with a whip or a bag.
I don't know why I'm a fan of the whip. I always am.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to just have it. Just
there you go, done.
To hang on to. Yeah. Yeah, the bag's cool. Maybe if you're sharing sometimes too.
So back to volcanoes and bags. I'll tell you a horror story quick before we go. So my buddy, you know how they come with like a certain size bag? I think it's like 2 feet. Well, he took it off, put a 6 foot like an industrial size bag on there and filled it, and had the mouthpiece where it's like a little water bottle you push down, you can kind of inhale in it. Well, you fall asleep early, you got these things shot up your nose, you're sleeping. So I woke up to 6 bags being shot into me eventually. And I woke up way more tired than I went to sleep.
Yeah, I bet you did. Just
so that's why I avoid the bags.
Yeah, the bags are great. That's funny though. That's a funny story.
It's a good way to leave off on. That time I woke up and couldn't remember anything.
All right, so we'll be back next week, everybody. Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific,
7 p.m. Eastern.
Make sure you stop in on Mondays to watch The Neighborhood Grows at 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern. That's right. And watch everyone else. Keep the community alive. That's what this show's about.
Operation Grow Saturdays, 4 p.m. my time, Eastern, 9 p.m. UK.
Watch the Michigan Bros shows and Caribou Heart.
Future Cannabis Project.
Yep. GML show, and they moved to Saturdays now instead of Fridays, I believe. Even Fumi, keep watching him too. He's on a few nights a week as well. Eagle, all those guys. Anyway, keep the community alive.